Welcome back. Our focus today evening is on Revdi politics and your purse. That's right. Well, it's a countdown to election results in Maharashtra, and a lot in it has been about parties out-promising each other in doling out freebies, and people have already polled in their decisions. But the Revdi politics is back in focus in Delhi, where Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has in fact launched a Revdi Pe Charcha campaign and claimed that BJP says Delhi AAP government's freebies will be scrapped. Delhi or Delhiites should tell us whether we should scrap it or not. BJP has claimed that it will be scrapped if it does return to power. The freebies mentioned are free electricity up to 200 units, free water of up to 20,000 litres, and the free bus and metro rides for women in the national capital, Mohalla clinics. In fact, we have those graphics up on your screen as well. We can take them about what's the cost, how much of money does this really translate into, whether it is, even if you're talking about freebies. Remember what the Supreme Court said once. Freebies may create a situation where the state government cannot provide basic amenities due to lack of funds, and the state is pushed towards imminent bankruptcy. In the same breath, we should remember that such freebies are extended utilizing taxpayers' money. This is coming true across India.
फ्री बिजली और नो पावर कट, 24 घंटे बिजली और फ्री बिजली, ये पहली रेवड़ी है। दूसरा है मुफ्त पानी। दिल्ली में हम पानी 20,000 लीटर पानी हर महीने हर परिवार को मुफ्त देते हैं। दिल्ली के सरकारी स्कूलों से बच्चे इंजीनियर बन रहे हैं, डॉक्टर बन रहे हैं, भविष्य बन रहा है बच्चों का, रिक्शे वालों के बच्चों का, मजदूरों के बच्चों का। फिर से आपका भविष्य खराब हो जाएगा, आपके बच्चों का, ये स्कूल फिर से बर्बाद हो जाएंगे अगर आपने इनको वोट दिया तो। आज चौथी रेवड़ी है। आज दिल्ली के अंदर शानदार मोहल्ला क्लिनिक बन गए, सरकारी अस्पताल बन गए जहां पूरा इलाज मुफ्त है। पांचवी रेवड़ी है महिलाओं को मुफ्त यात्रा, बस यात्रा। इनके 20 राज्यों में से किसी में भी महिलाओं को बस यात्रा मुफ्त नहीं मिलती। बीजेपी की हमेशा मांग रही है कि भाई हम इनकी बस यात्रा जो है मुफ्त बंद होनी चाहिए। तो अगर ये आ गए तो बस यात्रा, मुफ्त बस यात्रा बंद कर देंगे, और बुजुर्गों के लिए जो तीर्थ यात्रा की स्कीम है वो भी ये लोग बंद कर देंगे। अगर बीजेपी आ गई तो ये 6 मुफ्त की रेवड़ी, ये 6 हैं, ये 6 सुविधाएं हैं जो हमने दिल्ली की जनता को, दिल्ली की जनता के पैसे से दी हैं। बीजेपी कहती है ये मुफ्त की सुविधाएं बंद होनी चाहिए। प्रधानमंत्री जी कहते हैं ये 6 की 6 सुविधाएं बंद होनी चाहिए। बीजेपी अगर आ गई तो ये 6 सुविधाएं बंद कर देगी। बीजेपी की 20 राज्यों में सरकार है, एक भी राज्य में एक भी रेवड़ी जो हम दिल्ली में दे रहे हैं वो नहीं है। तो जिन 20 राज्यों में जब नहीं है तो यहां भी नहीं देंगे।
Well, I'm being joined at this panel by Shikha Rai, who is a spokesperson for the BJP, Siddharth Sharma, who's a spokesperson for the Aam Aadmi Party. In a short while, I'm going to be joined by Kishore Subramanian as well, who's a financial expert, and I'm also being joined by Pradeep Rawat, the former RWA president, India Bulls Centrum Park. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. But before I come to you, allow me to just play out the reactions of how people look at the Revdis that is being doled out to them.
Currently, we're reporting from Mayur Vihar Phase 1 extension, where we're joined by a few residents here, and we're trying to get a sense of what the residents make of these welfare schemes and promises. Sir, केजरीवाल ने relaunch करी है ये स्कीम रेवड़ी पे चर्चा, जिसमें ये सारे 6 जो उनके पोल प्रोमिसेस रहे हैं, जो वेलफेयर स्कीम्स ऑलरेडी चल रही है, इस पर आगे वोटर्स को जानकारी दी जाएगी। आपको पर्सनली ये वेलफेयर स्कीम काम होते हुए दिखी है?
इनका काम से हम लोग 100% सेटिस्फाइड हैं, और केजरीवाल जो कहता है वो करता है।
मेरा यही ओपिनियन है कि ऐसा कोई फोर्स तो है नहीं, बस राइड में भी है कि भाई आपका मन है, मर्जी है तो आप टिकट्स लो। अगर आपके पास ज्यादा पैसे हैं तो आप टिकट लो, जिनके पास बिल्कुल नहीं है उनसे जाके पूछो कि ये टिकट, फ्री टिकट उनके लिए क्या मायने रखती है।
जी मैम, आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगी इसी कल्चर पर जो एक डिबेट चालू हो रखा है, पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज ने भी बार बार टारगेट किए जाते हैं कि ये बस फ्री भी बांट रहे हैं, आप क्या बोलेंगे?
नहीं, I am totally against it. Whatever he is doing for the benefit of welfare of women's society. So I am totally agree with him.
A scheme wherein ladies above 60 years of age were privileged to get a certain amount, even though they are not widow. Everybody above 60 is liable, every woman above 60. But when I went back to the place where they actually provide this, they told me that since for past 4 years, there is no such scheme and the money is getting dissolved. I don't understand where the money is getting dissolved.
I mean, coming from an economics background, I know that there is some evidence that whatever these direct benefits transfers that or other schemes that government kind of rolls out, it is kind of spent wisely.
Well, good evening to all of our panelists again. And as I said, Kishore Subramanian joins us. Pradeep Rawat, can I come to you first, Pradeep Rawat? What do you make out of this? Do you welcome this freebie culture that is party to party? And it's actually party hopping now. It's not parties hopping. It's not leaders party hopping. It's freebie culture party hopping right now. What do you look at? What do you make out of this as a taxpayer?
See, frankly speaking, as a taxpayer, as a citizen of this country who obeys all laws and believes in a culture where everybody should be able to progress very well, I am not really in favor of Revdi culture. And as far as Delhi or any other part of the country is concerned, almost every party tries to do it not for the welfare of the people. That is the underlying factor. They do it to get votes. That is the problem. Number two, as a citizen of this country who's paying taxes on time, I believe the money should be spent wisely on things like roads, transportation, water, education, and health. But the thing is, just to get votes, all parties. I am not blaming A, B, or C party because I'm a non-political person. But what I believe is the money should be spent on those people who actually need it. But this Revdi culture is, basically spreading like wildfire to almost every party. Every party wants to woo voters and get votes, and that is the only reason they offer these freebies. Otherwise, why would somebody who's capable enough, good enough, should be given something which is free? And why the person who's getting things free will want to work for them? So what I believe is the people who are able to afford things, they should not be given any freebies. And this freebie culture should be stopped immediately for everyone. It should be given only to those people who actually need it, not to everyone just to get votes. That is my opinion as a simple citizen.
Siddharth Sharma, do you want to respond? The party has gone ahead and launched Revdi Pe Charcha. We've just started it on the channel already. We had the citizens who live in Delhi. They voiced their opinion. You have a panelist here who's gone ahead and given you the feedback. But will anything stop the Revdi culture?
Well, Sneha, starting on a lighter note, your snap poll of Delhiites just showed that out of 5 people, 4 support these kind of things. Point number 2, again on a lighter note.
3.
Words are like boomerangs.
And then there's another 3 with third person. If you include who's on the panelist, you have 3 versus 3. But please go ahead. Yeah,
anyway, it's good that let people discuss it. That's my point. And another thing on the lighter note is words are like boomerangs. When you throw it, they are bound to come back to you. The whole Revdi adage was coined by BJP, and it's for the BJP now to say that whether they want this word to be legal tender as far as discussion is concerned. Now, coming to the substantive part now, serious part. Sneha, hunger, thirst, disease, and illiteracy. These things make people poor, and a man's dignity is lost whenever he is in poverty. In the last decade, Aam Aadmi Party gave respectable life to the people by providing free electricity, free water, free health, free education, free women's transport, free pilgrimage to the elderly. Since every citizen of Delhi has paid taxes to the government, this is a totally non-starter that they are somebody is a taxpayer and somebody is not. Every citizen of India, even if it's a kid, the moment he is born, he or she is born, he is a taxpayer. Since every citizen of Delhi has paid taxes to the government, that is why the Delhi government today has a budget of 70,000 crore rupees. So in Hindi, there is a saying कि जिस जनता से सरकार ने दूध लिया है उस जनता को वापस खीर और रेवड़ी तो देना ही पड़ेगा ना, ऐसा तो नहीं करोगे कि आप कुछ नहीं दोगे, धोखेबाजी तो नहीं कर सकते. So Arvind Kejriwal's unique model has added net 10 lakh rupees to each Delhi family's corpus. Now contrast this with BJP government at the center. It collects 30 times more taxes from the people of the country, but neither provides free education, nor free electricity, nor even forget about these
let
things.
me get in Shikha Rai at this point. Siddharth, let me get in Shikha Rai.
Yeah,
Shikha Rai, you've heard what Mr. Siddharth is speaking, what Siddharth Sharma is speaking.
Ji.
Respond to it. I mean, BJP has spoken so much against Revdi, including Prime Minister Modi, who've almost, who've actually crowned Kejriwal as the king of Revdis. But look at Maharashtra.
See, I tell you, I think it is the duty of every government to see to it that welfare schemes reach every citizen, whom they are representing. But the way Mr. Kejriwal, I think it's his manifesto only what he has given to us, the way it has been given, it is as if he is giving something out of his pocket. He does not seem to know that it is people's money that he is talking about. One, it is as if he is giving something out of charity to them. A total short-term game planning to win the votes, that he is using all these terms that he is giving this and that. No long-term planning, no sustainable development of Delhi, making people more reliant on government than making them self-reliant. This is, I think, what his welfare scheme is that he wants to give to the people of Delhi. Mr. Kejriwal said, oh, जब मैं अंदर था तो बहुत सारे पानी के बिल आए, बिजली के बिल बढ़ गए. Sir, you are out of jail for the last 2 months. Your government is there in Delhi. आपने वो बिल माफ क्यों नहीं कर दिए? आपने वो बिजली के बिल रेट कम करके बिल क्यों नहीं कम करवा दिए? आप कहते हैं हम दोबारा आएंगे, then we'll do it. But sir, अभी तो सब कुछ आपके पास था. Why didn't you do it? All these things that he said today,
what's happening here, Siddharth Sharma?
Seem to be somewhere
party
derogatory.
after party cannot backtrack on these freebies. At the heart of it, what are freebies? Freebies are some things that should be given to all citizens because citizens are anyway paying taxes for it. That's exactly why citizens pay taxes. Now, those citizens are paying taxes. The burden of the taxes is on the middle class. I think economics has data has very clearly established that. If you look at what's happening currently also, the purchasing power of the middle class is shrinking. The middle class is actually shrinking by itself. With all of these statistics that's speaking, look at what political parties after political parties are doing. They are doling out the rights of citizens as freebies.
Yeah, Sneha, whatever you are saying is right as far as India is concerned, but in Delhi, purchasing power of Delhiite is better than a purchasing power of a Gurgaon. In Gurgaon, the potato prices are higher than what they are in Delhi. The unemployment rate of Delhi is lower than pan-India. Strangely, what has happened is that when the BJP spokesperson was saying, I could clearly see the sour grape syndrome whenever Revdi is, because the Revdi adage was coined by the BJP, so now it is coming to bite them. So the point that I'm trying to make here is that, for example, Aam Aadmi Party is giving a pilgrimage to the senior citizens. Who is stopping BJP from giving a free pilgrimage to Ayodhya, which there is such a grand Ram Mandir there? In 20 states, BJP is not giving a free pilgrimage to Ayodhya for the billions of Hindus of India. They are just giving all the money to one Adani.
Sir,
and the
look
courts
at
all
what
over
you
the
brought.
world are saying so.
Sir, you have brilliantly changed the narrative. I mean, look at this. We are still talking about economics and we are still talking about at least things that would benefit people. You have directly gone for Ayodhya. I mean, Mr. Siddharth, you can derail this discussion very well, but let me very quickly come in at this point and get Kishore Subramanian on. Mr. Kishore Subramanian, you heard both the BJP as well as Aam Aadmi Party, but the truth, is it fair to say it's great politics, poor economics?
Okay, good evening to all my panelists, and let me first say that Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson said about what they are doing for the people of Delhi. Let me also add a few things which Aam Aadmi Party is giving to the people of Delhi. Free corruption, free lies, free pollution, free economic collapse. And please remember, these are the outcomes for which India became absolutely bankrupt by 1991. Lest we forget that we go back to those days. Show me one developed nation where freebie is the methodology to get votes. All these politicians are liars. They are liars. They lie through their teeth. They do it for votes. And today is an age and era where all of us know it. They also know that you know it. But please remember, the politicians should remember one thing, that absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. You need to understand this very clearly. The absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. And statistics, as you all know, is damn lies. I can give hundreds of statistics to show that Lalu Prasad Yadav was a great
Kishore Subramaniam.
economist.
No, Kishore Subramaniam, break this down for us, for our viewers who would be watching. As you make these very strong allegations, the truth is nothing will ever be free. So where is the money coming to dole out freebies state after state across the country?
Okay. Let me get to the brass tack. Let me get to the numbers. Okay. Today, the states which are in absolute shambles in economies, Punjab is one state, Kerala is one state, Bengal is one state. The debt to GSDP has crossed 35%. There is no money to give anything free. And please remember, whether it is Aam Aadmi Party, whether it is BJP or any other party, if they are saying that we are doing it because it is public's money, I am sorry to say BJP is also doing it only because they have to be in the game. In the crowd of corrupt people, you also have to be partially corrupt to win votes. You have no choice because we are filled with a bunch of corrupt, lying politicians.
So you are equating freebies or Revdis to corruption.
Absolutely 100%. Agar aapko ghoos nahi diya
Siddharth
gaya,
Sharma, please respond. Siddharth Sharma.
No, let me complete one important point. Election के पहले
Kishore Subramanian, go ahead, finish it.
इलेक्शन के पहले कोई भी रैली में जाइए, वो तमिलनाडु हो, वो दिल्ली हो, उत्तर प्रदेश हो, आपको दारू और चिकन बिरयानी मिलता है. ये आपको घूस नहीं लगता है. ये लगता है कि आप और हम नहीं जानते हैं. Every election rally is filled with alcohol और शराब में तो आम आदमी पार्टी माहिर है, घोटाला ही कर बैठे.
Okay, that is a debate for another day. But Siddharth Sharma, please go ahead. Let's stick to what we are talking about. And we are talking about freebies. We're talking about how ordinary people are hit the worst with freebies, while freebies are doled out in the name of benefiting the citizens. Siddharth.
Yeah, Sneha, I'm a very, very big supporter of independent analysts on TV getting their full time, because we as spokespersons get a lot of airtime. So whenever an independent spokesperson says, I think we have to listen
I'll
to
give
them.
you equal, but please go ahead.
My point is simple. When he says about corruption, the BJP government gave all the money to one Mr. Adani, and the courts all over the world are saying this now. So Pradhanji's best friend is a fraudster fugitive with an arrest warrant. So isn't it corruption? Mr. Adani's case by the US Justice Department, isn't it corruption? Mr. Adani's and the Prime
Siddharth
Minister
Sharma, as well as Kishore Subramanian. Siddharth Sharma, Kishore Subramanian, if you really want people to listen to you, you will have to stick to the topic. Hold it. Because if it's about Adani, we are having other shows today, and we've had it yesterday as well, where we have discussed it threadbare. So this show is not about that. We are not allowing politicians or economists to hijack this. We are talking about the purse of the middle class that is literally being squeezed. But please go ahead, Mr. Siddharth Sharma.
Yeah, I'll give you a very logical analogy, Sneha. All of us live in families. In my family, there would be certain senior citizens in my family as well as certain kids. Both these segment of people, something like my 83-year-old mother or my 5-year-old kid, they are not economically productive people for the family. Yet they get the lion's share of whatever resources in my family comes. The first milk goes to my kid, and the first medicine or the first vegetable soup goes to my mother. That goes to show that we respect people, we give people dignity, irrespective of whether they are productive or not productive economically. Aam Aadmi Party says the people of Delhi as productive people, and productive people have to be taken care of as human resource, just like my mother or my kid, who might not be productive, but they are very respectable. So in short, what I'm trying to say is that आपका model चोखा है और भाजपा का model धोखा है. I rest my case.
Shikha Rai.
Sneha ji, can I ask one thing?
Ji.
Siddharth ji, if the AAP government was so much worried about Delhi people, then why this free bus service only to women? Why not to senior citizens? Why not to everyone? If you say so, that many unproductive factors of the society need this, then I think it should have been given to them also. We say it so, that it should have been extended to everyone. Secondly, why was Delhi, people of Delhi were bereft of all these? Let me just complete.
महिलाओं को हमने कर दिया, पुरुषों को आप कर दीजिए.
सर वो सुना रही हूँ. सर सुनिए तो हम तो करेंगे. Sir, please let me complete. Siddharth ji, let me complete.
Again, through all of this cacophony, let us try and get the noise filtered out, and let's just try listen to each other. Okay, all right.
Let me just complete. Okay. Sneha ji, just give me 1 second. He's saying what is PM doing?
Please go ahead.
Ayushman
You have a
Bharat
minute.
scheme,
Finish it,
Vishwakarma scheme, Ujjwala scheme, Pradhan Mantri Garib Anna Yojana. They were not implemented in Delhi. Why so? Why the people of Delhi, they were not made accessible to all these welfare schemes? If the AAP government, if Mr. Kejriwal was so much worried about Delhi people? Why these schemes were not introduced and implemented in Delhi? These are all
and it's also reverse for even the other states when there was another government at the center. But Siddharth Sharma, for now, you will have to answer this possibly.
Yeah, I think when she says about Ayushman Bharat, she should go and see the CAG's report where they say 7 lakh forged telephone numbers were given for Ayushman Bharat. Ayushman Bharat is not applicable to anyone who has a fridge, anyone who has a two-wheeler. These people are outside the Ayushman Bharat. Whereas even a rich person, even a middle class person can go through a brain surgery that might need 50 lakh rupees. Nobody has that kind of money. But Aam Aadmi Party is giving out these kind of, it's not free. It is a right of a person to live dignifiedly, disease-free, even if it costs 5 rupees for a paracetamol tablet or a 50 lakh rupees brain surgery. Aam Aadmi Party is giving that.
All right. You've given your response. And I know, Kishore Subramaniam, you have your hands up, but give me a few minutes. Let me just go to Pradeep. At this. Pradeep, even as you're seeing this debate, and this is not the first time that you're hearing this back and forth, because obviously all of this is part of the political rhetoric that goes on for every election. Maharashtra is just finished. We heard it all in Maharashtra. Delhi is next. We are hearing it in Delhi. Pradeep, what do you think about it? What do you make out of this?
As I spoke earlier also, this is all about votes. To tell you the truth, whether it's a party A, party B or party C, they only think about how to win votes, how to woo the voters. Otherwise, as I've been saying throughout, as in particular this show and other shows also, we spoke about, if you really want to help people, give them employment, give them education, and give help to those who actually need it. The problem is, if we are giving freebies to somebody, we are definitely taking the money from somebody else's pocket. And that is not right. What I believe is, well, I'll give you a simple example. In the year 2020, there was COVID. Everybody knows about it. And, it created havoc all over, not only India, all over the world. There were people in Rajasthan who got jobs for helping the COVID patients. But as long as the COVID was there, they were treated fairly and they were given jobs. Since the moment the COVID got over, they were called COVID health workers. They were removed from the jobs. That example shows that we are not caring about people in actuality. 28,000 people lost jobs in the previous Congress government in Rajasthan. Funny part is, we have been requesting this present Rajasthan government also to give them jobs. But they are promising certain other things, but not the jobs. So what I request, what I ask to all political parties, including Congress, BJP,
let me just take this. No, you're making a very important point.
Yeah. Employment is very important.
Kishore Subramaniam, I have just a minute less, Kishore. Please go ahead, make the final remark.
Yeah, my final remark is, you see the responsibility of the politician, the gentleman who is the person, ex-RWA president. That man has made a very fair observation. That's the citizen's view. Now look at the irresponsibility of the Aam Aadmi Party. They are saying, हमने महिला के लिए दिया, आप पुरुषों के लिए दीजिए. भाड़ में गया economics. Let the economics go to dogs. Let the states go under debt. We don't care. Let all of us do this nonsense and ensure that India is economically bankrupt. This is the kind of attitude that is leading to such freebies. It's not about what you give. Please remember, heart to heart, दिल छू के एक politician को बोलने बोलिए कि हम ये भलाई के लिए कर रहे हैं, तो election के बाद कीजिए. Election के ठीक 2 दिन पहले आप कैसे announce कर रहे हो?
All right. Okay. So what's happened at this point is there's been a huge lot of things that has been discussed in this debate. But one thing that everybody would agree, whether you agree with freebies or whether you don't, whether you're being squeezed in the name of taxes that has to be paid, or whether you're benefiting from it, the truth is the freebie culture for now is here to stay, because not one party, though they criticize, can really stay away from that, and Maharashtra was a classic example of it. Nonetheless, the Revdi season in Delhi is back again. Thank you very much to all of our panelists, Shikhar Rai, Siddharth Sharma, Kishore Subramanian, as well as Pradeep Rawat. Thank you very much. Well, that's all we have for you in this bulletin. Thank you very much for watching. Up next at 7 o'clock, my colleague Shreya Upadhyay takes over.